Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi Theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we've got a page here, got a little section, got a little button right here. When I click on it, let's just roll it up a bit, it's going to reveal a little section down below. There it is right there. When I click on it again, it's going to hide it. Really easy to do. That's a great little feature to have on your website there, and you can do this with a module or a row. I'm actually doing it with a whole section there. We've got to do a little bit of coding for this today, but don't let that put you off. I'm going to get it so you can pretty much copy and paste everything. I'll make a little downloadable PDF of the code. I can't put this code down below the description because of the pointy brackets, unfortunately, but I'll put a link to download the PDF of it for you. Great. Well, let's get started. I've got a duplicate page over here. So let's enable the Visual Builder and get started. Okay, first thing you want to do is plan where you want to put your button and then decide what section it is you want to pop up. We've got a few on this page. I think I'll do that little section there again. And with a gallery, it worked very well for having a little show more button if you wanted to extend your gallery with more images. But I'm going to put my button right here, so I'm going to add another little row. I'm actually going to do 3 columns because I'm going to have a small button in the middle, but we've got to use a code module to insert this code today. So I'm going to use this row right here. In the first column, I'm going to use a little code module. It becomes a standard with all these light grey modules here, plenty enough to build just about any site. But we can use the code with this code module. Now, if you're not using Divi, this will still work. You'd have to put the code perhaps in your additional CSS panel. Okay, well, let's grab this code that I was telling you about. And like I say, this will be available as a PDF download below the video here. Let's copy all this code. We've got a bit of CSS at the top and we've got a bit of JavaScript down below here. I'm going to copy all of that. I'm going to paste it into my code module. And there's a couple of class names that we're going to have to use later on, which is RV button and also closed. And there's a reveal down here that will open it all up for us. Great. Well, we're good to go with our little code module. I'm going to leave that just like that. Now I'm going to add the button. Just going to use a standard Divi button. Just for a bit of fun, I'm going to say hide. Well, let's start off with show, I suppose, because it's going to be hidden by default. Start off with show, then when they hover over it, let's change that to hide. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to do it for a bit of fun. Great. Don't have to put a link in. I will just style it just a little bit, so I'm going to go down to the design. I'm going to put the button in the middle of the column. Now I'm going to go down to button. I'm going to use custom styles. Button text color, I'm going to make that white. Button background, I'm going to make it blue. Perhaps when they hover over it, let's change it to purple. And common to most Divi modules, if you just hover over the dark writing up here, there's a little arrow. You can set a desktop when your mouse is not on it, we'll have it blue. When they put their mouse on it, let's change it to purple. Great. Okay, and when you hover over it, there's a little icon appears there. I don't want an icon on mine, so we can leave the icon off. So let's roll down. I don't want a border on there. I'm going to take that white border away. I'm going to roll down a little bit more. Show button icon. I'm going to switch mine to off. Great. And that's all I'm going to do for the button. Now, to make this work, we've got to actually give it a CSS class like we saw in the code of RV button. So let's go over to the advanced CSS IDs and classes. And again, this will be in the PDF there. Button CSS class, RV button closed. And make sure you put it in the class, not the ID there. Great. Now what we need to do is decide what section it is you want to hide and reveal. And like I say, I'm going to use this section below here. It will work on a row and it'll work on an individual module if you want to do it that way too. I'm going to do it on my section again like we did before, and all we have to do to make this work is go in there, go over to the advanced CSS IDs and classes. This time we want to give it a CSS ID, and the ID we wanted to give it is a reveal. And again, that's in the code. Section, row, or module, CSS ID, reveal. So you can either copy it or just type it in if you want. And remember, make sure you're putting this one in the ID and not the class. Great. Well, that should pretty much tie it up for us. Let's save our section settings there. And we'll go down, we'll save the page changes, little purple button right here. Save draft or publish if you're ready. And when I exit the Visual Builder, this section will disappear and we'll go straight to that section from the blue section up there. Let's exit the Visual Builder. And there we have it. We're straight to that sort of sepia looking gallery down there. We've got our little button. We've got a little hover effect going on there. If I click on it, there's our little gallery right there. If I hover over it and click it again, and that's a nice little feature to have on your site. One more thing that I didn't do on this button that I did on the one on the other page was I gave my button a fixed width. Let's do that quickly. Just going to re-enable the Visual Builder. I'm going to go in, down to my button. I'm going to go over to the Advanced tab, Custom CSS. I'm simply going to type in under the main element here, width, 150 pixels. And now, it doesn't matter what you put writing wise when you're hovering or not on there, it'll always be the same width. So let's save that. Again, we'll save our changes. And exit the Visual Builder. There it is. Let's roll on down a little bit. I think that button looks a bit better, a bit wider like that. And there we have it. So there's how to reveal a hidden section from a button. Really nice little feature. I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you have any questions, drop them down below and I'll do my best to answer them or make a demo video for you. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.